Welcome to Hotbox the Podcast. I'm your host, Dot, and this is episode 36. Hello, Universians. This is episode 36 of Hotbox the Podcast, and I must say I'm elated to be back talking with you guys. Sorry for the long hiatus. Let's just jump into that right now. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Corey Kenshin, but he is a YouTube personality in which, I'm tripping, sorry. Oh, I'm really tripping. Before we start any of that, first things first, we have to take our universal smoke. Again, if you're familiar with the show, you know you don't have to smoke. My choice of smoke is marijuana. At this time, you can take a shot. You can get in your favorite yoga pose. You can take the trash out. You can do some jumping jacks. You can have some sex. Whatever it is at this time. We like to do a thing here where we recognize each other's soul and take a collective smoke. That's what I'll do. But like I said, you can do whatever it is you like to do. So at this time, I'm going to tell you what I'm smoking. I have some Lunatic OG. It's an indica. And some mac and cheese crumble. Not sure what that is as far as indica, sativa, or whatever. Anyway, you know what? Damn. Oh, here goes my lighter. I was about to say that was going to suck. Right now, grab your bongs, grab your yoga mats, grab your shot glasses, grab your pipes, and namaste. Excuse me. I might be a little rusty. It's been a minute. Should I edit those coughs out? No, we can cough together. Excuse me. It's almost like we're smoking together. Okay. I went on the hiatus, and because of something, my favorite YouTuber. He plays video games. Yes, I'm a nerd. Corey Kenshin went on a spiel about how it was, nice to be famous and rich or whatever, but it was starting to feel like work to him, and he wanted to take his money and be with his family. And I didn't take it as him being depressed by all the success he had garnered or whatever. I took it as when it stops becoming fun, it's time to take a step back. For me personally, I love this podcast. I love talking shit, and the various guests I've had, I've loved doing that with them. And it did start to feel like work, though. It started to feel like, I got to get one out. And don't get me, it was doing well. People wanted to listen. People still want to listen. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What I was doing was assessing whether or not I wanted to continue in entertainment. The answer is yes. I'm not going to go into some long spiel about how I had this epiphany or whatever. I didn't. I just love... Well, I did, but I'll spare you. But I just love entertaining. And what really got to me, honestly, was the most fun part about doing the podcast was the guest and the camaraderie, the friendship, the hanging out, the kickback style in which I cultivated this show. So when I moved or stopped coming to Los Angeles, that was no more. It was just me by myself. It wasn't as fun. It wasn't as funny. It wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's okay. But I personally wanted to work with other people and start other shows and go on to other ventures, because that's just how my mind works. I get bored really quick. And not that I got bored with the show, but just the process of it was boring to me. The actual recording and the writing, and now I'm back on this shit and I'll do it by myself. But what pains me most is nobody wanted to come out here and work with me. Now, if you take technology into account, I guess I could do it with people not having to be in the same spot. But I'm old school. I don't like to work like that. I need that feeling of someone being there, and like I like working like that. So I stopped for a while to just again reassess if this was something that I really wanted to do. The answer is yes. I will do more. Things have freed up for me. I'm less stressed. So there will be more episodes. Now, to the topics at hand. Thank you for having me back. I tell your people about the show. Listen, if you want to be on the show, you have anything you want to talk about, anything you want to promote, music, your brownie line, clothing line, I don't care. I will promote it. Right now, I'm free. So you better get to promoting while I'm not charging. All I ask in, payment is just promote the podcast. And promote whatever endeavor I guess I'm doing at this time, which is just a podcast. So I'm not charging for that. If I like the music, I'll play it, whatever. It don't even matter if I like it or not. I'm going to play it because I'm a firm believer in putting people on and helping them in their endeavors, because I would love the help and promotion or whatever it is. So anyway, moving on. Lizzo's been wilding out, right? Losing her goddamn mind. But I ain't mad at her. Before I get into this, no, I'm going to get into it. What is it about, say I don't like something, right? Why do I have to always be a hater? Like, I make music, I play ball or whatever, and sometimes you just like, I'm not a fan of Russell Westbrook. I'm sure he's a great person. I'm sure he's a good dad and good husband and all that. I just don't like how he plays basketball. I don't like the style in which he plays. People will call me a hater for that. Or when people were calling people haters for hating on LeBron, you just like who you like, you don't like who you don't like. That's fine. So before I get into Lizzo, I want to say she's extremely talented. Talented than most people who do what she does. Who does what she do? I don't know. This is not a grammar podcast. This is a you ain't got shit else to do, listen to me type of podcast. And I'm mad chill. So fuck it. Anyway, she's talented. She's very pretty. Extremely pretty. Extremely attractive. Talented, funny, beautiful. But she's obnoxious as fuck. Now, Lizzo, if you hear this, I find the antics of the ass at basketball or the Laker game. If you don't know, she went to a Laker game and she proceeded to twerk in what was a thong in front of all the sports fans, the Lakers fans there, children included. Now, people are saying that those who were bothered by it were only bothered by it because of her size. Because she is a hefty woman. She's what one would call a BBW. I call bullshit on that. My thing is, nobody, regardless of size, should be twerking at a basketball game. I don't want to see that shit. I'm coming to see LeBron dunk on niggas. All that twerking shit is for performances, parties, your house, your car. The main defense of the behavior was that, if Rihanna was walking around doing it, nobody would care. I would care. I still would care. I can't speak for everybody else. That would still bother me. Like, why the fuck are you walking around in a thong in front of children twerking and shit? Like, it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? You at somebody else's venture, which is the basketball game. And don't get me wrong, people wild out at basketball games all the time. Naked people run on the court, run on the field, fight, get drunk, throw shit at the players, whatever the fuck they do. But we demonize them for being dumbasses. In this case, Lizzo's one of those dumbasses. Supposedly she's banned from Laker games, which I don't think and on top of that, I don't think she cares about any of that. I don't think she cares about being banned. I don't think she cares about us not liking it. I think she's doing whatever it is that she wants to do, and she's proud of it. And I rock with that. That's fine. But having that been said, you were still open to criticism. Do you, boo? But I'm gonna say how I didn't like when you did, you, boo. And I'm entitled to my opinion. And it's not because she's fat. Why does everything have to be because someone's fat, black, ugly, man, woman? Sometimes shit is just dumb shit. And it don't look well. It didn't work. It sucked. Fat people aren't... I'm fat. I get a lot of criticism. But I wear that shit proudly. I'm not tripping. Just like and don't get me wrong, I don't think Lizzo's tripping at all. I don't think she gives a fuck. Why are y'all tripping that people didn't like that? This is what I don't get. So picture me, for instance, if you know my body type like that. Imagine me, let's say, going to a Sparks game in which I just had on a small wife beater and my tip poking out. Just swinging that bitch around Magic Mike style. Am I then allowed to say, oh, if Idris Elba was doing it, or who else do the ladies like these? Jason Momoa was doing it, nobody would care. So it's because I'm fat. It couldn't possibly be because my tip is hanging out, right? Anyway, that's some done. I love Lizzo. I'll listen to her music. I'll rock with her, but she's obnoxious. And when I was on my tangent about you being obnoxious, Lizzo, I hope you hear this and still work with me, because I don't mean it in a personal way. Assuming you will hear this, because I know you're busy as fuck. If some way I get famous and I meet you up in that stratosphere, don't hold this against me, because I'm going to do obnoxious shit, because I'm obnoxious. And then when people call it out, I'll either defend it for what it was. But anybody talking about me, I'm not going to not work with you. Feel free to unload on me. Damn. That sounded real questionable. Feel free to say whatever you want to me. I don't care. Don't bother me. Okay, moving on. Famously, I keep hearing about this sinister plot to feminize black men. Now, I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know what the end game is with that. And maybe I should research it more, but the people who have said it make me not want to research the things they say, because they sound really stupid when they're saying it. And these aren't probably stupid people. You know who you are. We've had these discussions. I do think the way you go about this particular argument makes you seem, in my eyes, kind of dumb. There's so many layers to unpack with this feminization of the black man. Whereas, for one, why does it matter if there's a feminine black man? Two, usually most people are a little bit of both. Women aren't all masculine, men aren't all feminine. To be a well-rounded person means to encompass both sides as much as possible. Balance is the key to everything. 3, how does being feminine hurt the black man? Now, if you're talking about kids and lack thereof, gay people can have kids. I know a lot of gay people with kids, but I'm not sure how anything they're promoting hurts people. Like, the biggest thing is they don't, the what do we call these people? Cisgender, and I'm gonna fuck all this up. So please email me, talk to me, hit me up on the show, whatever, and you can tell me I'm ignorant and I'm not making any sense. That's fine. No skin off my chinny chin, because I'm gonna say